Hello everybody, this is Coach Domagowski and Coach Wilkes. We want to welcome you to another season finale film, Coach's Corner here. We want to discuss some things that happened with the season, 2007-2008 season, which I thought was a very successful season. I thought finishing 15-7 and second place in the conference. It was such a huge thing for us to develop as players and develop as a team. It was something special to be a part of that this season.
The expectations are kind of interesting. Coach D and I talked about 2 minutes after the season was over last year about this incoming season, and about 10,000 phone calls during the summer after seeing them play all summer. And you talk about different things that are going on with the kids and how they're progressing, and I kept telling them I thought we were going to be very, very good during the year, and I think that turned out to be true. We should be very proud of how we did.
One of the things that impressed me the most this year is watching players that never had any varsity experience come to the varsity level and succeed at it. We had people step up for us this year, and without people stepping up, we're not winning the games that we won this year. What a great accomplishment for those girls to excel at such a high level sport. And by the end of the year, I thought a lot of those players that were experiencing varsity basketball for the first time, it was like old hat to them, which obviously is something that's going to carry over for next season.
I think I've actually got 3 games that I thought were very, very interesting for me. Coach D and I talked a lot during the summer about how we were going to be, and when we go into the Cudahy game, first game with a bunch of girls who have not played varsity ball. The Cudahy game, after the end of that one, you thought, holy cow, these girls can really play varsity ball, and I think we were both very impressed with that game. The intensity level and everything that went on with that game, they were ready to go from the get-go, and I thought that was a telling sign of what was to come during the year. Then the Waterford game out there at Waterford, I thought that was a very interesting game. Up and down, kind of like our season got for a little bit. We played well at times, and we went through kind of droughts, and we were able to pull that one out. I thought that showed a lot of character about our team. And then, of course, the Bigfoot game at the end of the year for me. That was probably one of our best games that we played all year long. Just a lot of people, different people stepping up, and like Coach D said earlier about the varsity excelling at a varsity level. Very proud of all the girls.
Well, one of the things that comes to mind, obviously the Cudahy game, and not knowing what's going into the unknown into that first game, and all of a sudden we get a win out of it. But I thought the game at Waterford, to me, was a huge game for our program. We had a lot of people there. People didn't know what to expect from us or Waterford. And to come out and actually control that game at the end and to win the way we did, looking like the dominant team when we have a bunch of Mighty Mites mixed with some old school players, I guess, to come out on top and win that game was huge. And there's a lot of moments this year that I thought were awesome. But that Bigfoot game, we talked about this in the locker room before we went on the court. The regionals is what is your final thing, I should say the playoffs, where you develop as a basketball player. And we continually talk about continue to develop and become the best you can. And I thought we made some big leaps and bounds with how we played with intensity that game as a team, the way we cheered each other on. And to me, I know the Delavan game didn't come out the way we planned, but that Bigfoot game put us in the right direction. It put a stamp on our season saying we are legit, we are a very good team, and I think it's going to shoot us forward to being even better next season. Sometimes I wonder with this team if they knew the position they were in with all these expectations, to win now, and it's like they were very straight-faced going into the season. Every game, nothing really shocked them. And what a great attitude to have when you are lacking experience as a whole at the varsity level. And
Yeah, to enlighten or go on about that, early in the game we had a bunch of games where we were down 10 points, and I tell you what, I never thought we were going to lose those games. I mean, the girls just kept battling, and we got down. It really didn't make any difference to them. They just kept plugging away, and the Wilmot game, we got to put that one there in the highlights too. The last second shot to send it into overtime. We forget about that.
Yes,
that was a nice moment.
Alyssa getting a 3-point play against West Ocha at home to win by 1. That was another cool play. But our 3 returning players from last year, coming from a conference championship team, the only one in school history, they inherited an entire team. You have Liz Becker, Rachel Woodford, and Jackie Servey that now have sort of a new posse to hang out with the entire year. And I thought as the season went on, they started to conform and just mesh together really well. It seems like there were some friendships that were developed over the course of the season. And once again, getting back to the word developing, you develop some friendships. We developed into a better team because of our older players, more mature players, coming together with the younger players.
Yeah, I have to agree. You put together a team at the beginning of the year, and like I said, we have all these expectations, and everybody has to fit into a role in the team. And our 3 returning letter winners, I thought did a nice job of getting this team to fit together nicely. Liz and Rachel and Jackie, all 3 of them, I thought, kept the team together and kept things light in practice all the time, and kept them, kind of were leaders on this team. It was very nice to see.
I want to say a special thank you to our seniors, Liz Becker, Rachel Woodford, for the time that they put into the program. Them dedicating their time helped this program be successful and maintain a winning tradition for the past 8 years. In the last 8 years, this program has a combined record of 118 wins and 59 losses. We've won a conference championship. We continue to win, having a winning tradition in our conference, never finishing below 500 in the Lakeshore Conference. And this is going to continue on in the future. Those girls that are coming back next year, the expectations are now risen. We have high expectations. We are going to get better. With the hard work you guys put in the off season, I can only expect us to win even more games next year, be more competitive.
You look at the total program and what it's done the last 3 or 4 years, or 7 or 8 years total, since I've been watching, and you look what our varsity did this year, and what the sophomores did. Very successful season there. Our freshmen also, they improved, and a lot of the expectations will be greater next year, and great things to come yet.